We could have just won. Now look at you. I believe it is time for the State of the Address. What are the most important questions that I have to answer while I am talking about this version? I guess the first question would be, am I enjoying the game? And the answer is, yes, I am enjoying the game. It is some of the most fun I've had playing Strive since 3.75, but there are some problems. So let's talk about ranked. Ranked. Ranked, when it works, and a good like 70% of the time, it works awesome. It's awesome. I love sitting on ranked, playing against players that I would never play, and then some people I force the game to never make me play them again. So actual problems are, the ranked has a couple bugs right now. The biggest problem is that if you are not in Vanquisher, it is doomed. It's going to take so much time to level up that it's almost not even worth bothering. To go from Diamond 3 to Vanquisher took me like 6 to 7 hours, which is like a little crazy. I'm like easily the best player for my character in the country, and it still takes me days of gameplay to rank up to Vanquisher. When I played Nago, this version, I got placed in Diamond 1. It goes Diamond 1, 2, 3. And then my Bridget got placed Diamond 3. But for both of these characters, it took way too fucking long to level up. Too long to hit Vanquisher. Way too fucking long. That shit is crazy. But whatever. Once you do hit Vanquisher or you hit a high rank, the likelihood is extreme that you are going to queue into the same person over and over and over and over and over. I have played the same person up to 6 or 7 times in a row. That is a fucking bug. And that's the thing about it. If we look at the top like 100 players or top 20 players, what's likely happening is that these players are just playing each other over and over and over and over and over again. I have been playing a shit ton during the same hours as Tene. I've only played Tene like once ever, and it was a great set. It was 2-1. How? Like, I know Jack is playing, I know Tene is playing, I know Uigui is playing, Hazen, I think I can live without playing Hazen basically ever, but more than likely I'm just gonna play same person over and over and over and over and over, which doesn't make sense. So that's a major bug. I think it's kind of taking away from the ranked mode. So I suppose we can talk about the balance of the game. And I wrote this handy paper about Nagoriyuki. Nago 4.7 Nago Newsflash. There are 3 laws of the world. Happy Chaos will be broken, I block 5D all the time, and Nagoriyuki will always find a way to be at least high tier, no matter how hard they hit him. I've played Nago for about 15 to 20 hours since the launch of 4.7, so I think I can make a couple remarks about how it is reacting to the new system changes and balancing. Starting with the system. Risk. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Risk was changed so that small amounts of risk wouldn't result in an insane amount of damage with a combo and a combo extension, overall reducing the game's damage a bit. But this has a caveat. The way they changed it is that single huge hits like Behemoth Typhoon or Nago's 6H or 5H deal increased damage. I find this to be really strange. I wish that Nago did less damage. I wanted this character to do less damage. He did way too much damage in Season 4. There must have been some way for them to reduce the damage without increasing the damage on single hits due to risk. Fuck it, here we are. You know, roll the clips of Blood Rage 6H destroying people in literally one hit on counter hit. Even though that will never ever happen in a real match. Counter hit 6H into OTG 6H should not deal 70%. It's so crazy. The damage is not what this character wanted nor needed, and he already did a ton. Now, YRC is a major change since it results in a big blowback 2 character lengths away, about a Nago's 2S worth, rather than leaving the opponent right in front. Nago, because he had a command grab, was one of the abusers of YRC. The bite, it wins in the game, and he has one of the highest damage catches on Fuzzy Jump. Now, he can RPS between 5S and 5H instead, and it's a much more neutral situation. It's much less like world ending. I like this because personally, I'm super looking forward to not being punished for chasing down Happy Chaos and getting YRC'd into a 50-50. So it seems like a good change, at least as a first impression. I like the change. You all like the change? Also, the risk change also made it so that risk increases chip damage on specials, including Nago's H normals. So like you can take a lot of fucking chip damage. I don't know. I think it still needs tuning. Let's talk about Nago Actual. He has officially been nerfed. No ifs, ands, or buts. Low Beyblade, you never belonged in the game, but I'm gonna miss you. It made no sense. It was overpowered as hell. It didn't belong in the game at all. Nago players never wanted this, never asked for it. Nago players honestly didn't even play around it. Like, I talked about this with Tene a little bit, and it's more something that just happened rather than something we planned or played around. And I agree with that. Like, the high on DP makes, like, it's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. 24 frame overhead, costs him a resource, it doesn't combo into anything. But the low Beyblade that launches into a full combo as a frame trap, it was not good for the game. But it was so fucking funny, and now it's gone. At last, 2 years, people. 2 years it was in the game. It made no sense. Consequences of this are, notably, that Nago is much worse against an opponent that wants to walk backwards, because Nago is a mid-machine. Happy Chaos, Faust, Zato. It's much harder to get an advantageous engagement against a zoning opponent. So, but if you wanted to play all in like me and chain like a bunch of fucking invisible lows, that is no longer possible because your opponent can just block low and then they cannot get hit high. Okay, next one. This also has to do with Nago all-ins. Nago players, I'm sorry. DP, Shizuriyuki. The cancel window has been significantly reduced. Okay? And this one hurts me a little bit more. So when you use the first DP, you must cancel into the second hit much faster, or another special. This reduces the threat window that Nago has open after making the opponent like see or block a single DP, or like you want to catch them on the way in, so you're holding the DP for that much longer. It's not at first glance the biggest balance change, but it really doesn't feel good in game. You are a little bit constricted when you use this move now, but I understand why they did it. Also makes his combos way worse because he could do 2S, Beyblade, DP, Beyblade, DP, Beyblade, DP into the corner, and now it's like way harder to do that. It's honestly impossible in a lot of scenarios. So this also reduces the chance that Nago can just go crazy and all in. Matchups. I wrote this about a week ago. Now I've played for about 10 more hours, and my opinion on some things have changed. I think Nago is like decently worse in a bunch of matchups. His power is very reduced. So HC, the way they hit Nago's all-ins is a little sad because you could one-shot HC really easily with the right hit, and Beyblade is a mid now, but I suppose he couldn't afford to make J2K not be a 50% combo into wall break anywhere on the screen, right? That it chains into itself. No? Okay, Leo White Fang. Yes, I thought Leo fucking destroyed Nago last patch. They fucked Leo up. I know there was that tournament in Japan that just happened. Arc Revo and Senzan. I think Bushin, young Leo White Fang, Tatama in Grand Finals. Congrats to Bushin. But Leo is like turbo nerf. They made Red Water Salt not completely fucked up in Imba, and they made it so he doesn't get back turn Oki off of HDP. Yes. good, finally. He still gets Oki off of his flash kick, which is fucking stupid, but whatever. I really did not like this matchup at all. Backturn was super broken. With the pushback on backturn H, at least there's something you could do once you are up against backturn, whereas before, like, you were completely fucked. Golos, this matchup is also better. You can much more feasibly deal with JD. JD is super nerfed, thank Christ, because this normal basically soloed Nago, but I think it's much less likely that Golos does whatever the fuck he wants. Leo destroyed Nago, Golos destroyed Nago. Johnny! Oh... ASW, you did a beautiful thing. I can't believe you nerfed him so hard. The nights spent with this character in my fucking nightmares. Finally. It's over. Thank you. Thank you for patching out my mental illness. I don't feel the suffocating anxiety. Thank you for doing this one thing. They fucked Johnny up. I think Johnny was almost as good as Pot. This character, he made no sense whatsoever. He had everything. He had no flaws. Now his backdash is fucking garbage. His dash is fucking garbage. Valdeal is fucking garbage. No more super PRC. Thank you for telling me you were wrong, ASW. Elfault! Many people wouldn't know, but this character was kind of a problem for Nago, because, I mean, if you block one thing, you can't do anything about Rekka. It's like the same as Milia, except her neutral is much worse. She got nerfed pretty bad. It's still a little tricky. Don't block Rekka, save your burst. I'm really hoping she gets a redesign in whatever Guilty Gear 2.0, because this was, I think, a big miss. Seylor! Underrated character. This character is very dangerous. He's very, very dangerous against Nago, but it's fine. Nago can... He's fine in this matchup. It's okay. This is very scary. Venom and Dizzy. Venom is, like, really, really stupid. I don't think what he does is that good. I think his zoning game with setting balls and stuff is really dumb. He doesn't seem that creative. He doesn't seem to have that much going on. The buffs do him a lot of good, but I think Venom is like solely carried by Stinger. Stinger is so good, and he can do it over, and if you're playing on hitbox, you can do it over and over and over and over and over, because the charge partition is like super low, so he can just do Stinger all the fucking time, which is not really what the character is meant to do, I don't think. He's not supposed to play on hitbox like Daigo Umehara playing Guile in Street Fighter 6. I don't think this gameplay was intended. I would rather Venom do Venom things and not be a infinite ammo Stinger machine. Dizzy, they made it so like when you do certain things with Ice Floor, you standing reset the opponent, and every Dizzy is obsessed with doing this, so it's really easy to beat them if you just like mash backdash while you're getting comboed on the ground, or like hold up and then you get like a giant fucking combo. Yeah, I don't like Ice Spike being like forever fucking active. Her gameplay is not interesting at all. Ramathal! JH, mother of fucking god, I've never seen a more broken air normal. It has been nerfed. Big time. Now, this character is capable of making some type of error, having some sort of hole in her game plan. Double-digit reduction in active frame seriously reduces how oppressive Ram is in neutral in this matchup. And like this matchup, I also think was really, it was free for Ram. The power has been reduced, thankfully. Pressure is much more easy to stomach now that the guard crush reduction is in place on the sword toss. I don't know, I feel fine when I fight her. I know she gets strike throw or whatever off of sword toss, but I don't understand how that's different from whatever high-low left-right she was doing before. Next character. Potemkin. They didn't do enough. Pop players can still be like they can make some of the strangest, nonsensical decisions and get paid off for it constantly because they left certain things in the game, like not enough meter penalty duration on Potemkin Buster. He can rob you in the most insane situations. His damage is still extremely high. Slidehead not being armored does make a difference. As Nago, it does make a difference. This is like one less thing that he can just throw out for no reason. He's much more squishy, so there's less chances for him to live fucking everything. Have you ever seen like Bridget versus Pot last season? You would literally have to wall break him like 4 times. Instead of doing slide head, now he just uses whatever other broken tools that he has. Like Hammerfall. Hammerfall still destroys Nago. Maybe I should just not press any buttons, even though Potemkin is right in my face. Skill issue. Also, Gigantorkai is still fucking broken. Heavenly still does too much damage. Potbuster still does too much damage. So Pot is slightly weaker, but I think he rewards the Pot players for not very much, and they can win out of nowhere because of some oversights with some other characters. Faust. Without low Beyblade. I thought Nago won last version. Dude, it's fucking Nago, and he's gonna full screen Beyblade, and if you try and reposition, you could get fucked. But now, like, these zoners, I think they just have the edge. It's really hard to get a great engagement. So Faust, which should be a natural bad matchup, I think actually is now. Whatever, it's fine. It's Nago, it's all in the game. Axel is like fucking horrible. It's so bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. Axel, nope. Hi! Dude, I was bitching in Danny's DMs today about how this character fucking does whatever the fuck he wants all the fucking time. It's Nago. He does whatever he wants. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He doesn't respect me. He doesn't care. He ignores everything I do. His buttons make no fucking sense, which honestly, all of that was completely fine last version. The matchup can be frustrating. Stun Dipper having to block like JH all the time, JS JD into fucking JS. He builds a Gorillion meter, 5D from across. Okay, sure. But they made this character's reward crazy with Shock State. He is so BG. Dude, it's not GG's. It's definitely BG's. Playing against Kai, I feel like I'm gapping them out of my fucking mind, punishing them for their shitty decision making, and it's so hard. There's like no consequences. I really need to come up with a game plan against this character. Hard KD, Stun Dipper is like, no, dude. I think the most changed matchups are like Johnny, Ram, Kai, and Leo. Leo we need to look at again. Is Nago worse? Yes. That I said I can't say if Nago is nerfed or buffed yet, but it matters to us Nago players that they continue to remove almost every fun tool that he has, and he doesn't get much back. Doesn't have mix-up. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to open people up. What the fuck do I just like fucking mids. Oh, I hope you get hit. Mids. Oh, you're jumping. My 2H doesn't do anything. What do you want me to do? Give me the tech. Nago bros. Give me the tech. I'll fucking do it. I feel the impact. Okay? I have difficulty getting the W when I'm at an advantageous position. I have trouble sticking the advantage into the round. We had to be able to add something in to stick the advantage if they don't want Nago to go YOLO all in with low Beyblade and shit like that. The really broken characters were nerfed at the same time, so those matchups are like way drastically better. But then there's like weird characters like Faust, Testament, where, you know, it might be really difficult. Alright, I guess I can, while we're here, talk about Bridget. Bridget is like almost the same. Top tiers got super nerfed. I mean, I guess. Sure. Does Bridget players, does Bridget feel any different this version? The Rock the Baby is like, we thought it was gonna be slick, but it's nothing. It's really like a nothing burger. They want us to like route into it in the air or anything, something like that, but it's really hard to use. It's really unreliable. So I'm pretty sure they'll buff it up. Oh yeah, the bugs are fucking hilarious. The bugs with like 5D and Air Rock the Baby are like so fucking funny. Thanks for listening to this, wherever you are. Hopefully on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna try and get more content. You really have to understand how bad last version was, and we were playing on that shit for almost a fucking year. It caused me like so many mental issues. The more I play the game, the worse it would get. The more I would awaken to how fucked up it is what I had to deal with, the more it hurt me. The more mental damage I would take. And I can confidently say that the game is in a much better state now.